Camaros. Well, the skies are on fire. Our governments are having a good time burning the place down. Anyways, took a page out of Freiburger and doing flip-flops and LS swaps in my 68 Camaro. While I'm fixing my shoes, we're taking off to BC, doing a family trip to my sister's. Kind of pumped about it. Haven't been there in a very long time. They've actually moved cities. They're no longer in Kamloops. They're in Kelowna. So that should be terribly, awesomely fun. I don't know why it's bad, but it sounds like a good thing to say. So before we leave, we want to make sure that I set a goal that I want the car on the ground. So I'm going to throw in the pumpkin. I'm going to measure for axles. I'm going to cut my axles down. And we're going to set it on the ground. Right, Riley? It's really windy. Hey, puppy. Say bye, puppy. She just got grown today. She's going to hang out at the farm while we're gone. Yeah, so far I've test fitted the headers. Talk about awesome. This one's even closer. We can nip the tip off that anyway. That'll be fine. The drain we put for Luke's truck. There's actually a gap. Not much of one, but there's a gap there. Yeah. So otherwise, everything fits really well. And I'm happy with the height of the headers where they are underneath. Means we'll be able to tuck the exhaust pretty good. But, yeah. Let's go put that center section in. I got cut to length ones from Speedway, and what I'm going to do is slide the axle in till the splines are in and it bottoms out. I'm going to measure from where the bearing finishes to where the bearing finishes on the actual bearing or to the housing, minus that, minus an eighth. Give myself a little bit of play, and that's where I'm going to chop the axle. So let's go do that. All right, a little sweet unboxing video. My stabbing aim isn't good. Jesus. Whew. No wonder it took a while to have our first child. She kept missing, I guess. So I swung and then I hit that and then I guess we're gonna continue the theme from our last video, which was struggling. Yeah, it's okay, I didn't care about the paint anyway. I do have a camera stand literally right there. Like, I could set it up. I'm gonna let the... Alright. So, when Speedway has these cut to length axle kits. Like, look at that. I got a chunk there, and then I got a chunk there. It's like... for starting fire. Of course. Anyways, there's an axle in there. I swear to you, just because life is difficult sometimes. how it comes packaged. Doop doop. Yeah, so it comes wrapped and taped, packaged. This weird sex toy that I think maybe I'll try it. Nah, it's probably bad. Anyways, so back to axle. Now I need a knife to cut this off. But anyways, yeah. So Speedway, as I was saying, makes these axles extra long that they have like a lot of spline. And if you really needed to, you could go to a machine shop and get more spline put in. But they're cut to length, so whatever size. They have a long shaft and a short shaft. The short shaft was on back order, and I figured I had just enough to use the long shaft. So I ordered 2 long shafts. So we are gonna find out if that bit me in the ass today or not. All right, I stuck the shaft in, and my space from here to where that bearing's supposed to be was 6.5, and I marked this out to where I'm taking off 6 3/8. I just made a clip where I was wrong by a little bit. I was saying where I was only going to take off 6 3/8, but I want to make it shorter, not longer. So it's got to be over. So we're going to go 6 5/8, which is past the 6.5 that I had between the flange here and where the bearing will end. So that should give me that 1/8 of an inch in there. Okay, so that's that one side. We're gonna go measure the other side. All right, so this is cool. This side was the short shaft, and I've got lots of spline, so we're good. Yay. Yay me. So we only had to narrow this one a couple inches. I'm gonna measure it up. So like I said, I'm measuring from the back of the bearing to where it would sit in the flange. I'm gonna cut that off minus 1/8 of an inch for play. All right, I'm gonna wear some safety ear protection because I don't want to end up like Freiberger. My ears being all fucked up from listening to my whole life. Especially with this thing. Anyways, we got her all jigged up on the chop saw, nice and square. A little prop rod, yeah, everything's good. We got it started on our mark and hammer down. Well, 3-inch lowering springs are friggin' low. I didn't think this car was gonna be that low. It's all right. I'm not mad. The thing I'm mad about is having to crank the front end down to match.